Very busy 2022 planned. We're going to spread the call for justice to several national crime shows, the local media, and we're starting an outreach to the community of people who discuss and debate the case in various forums, podcasts, YouTube channels, and now on TikTok.
Welcome to Riri's Story Time. Warning, this video is made for entertainment purposes only. This video is for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi, and welcome to Riri's Story Time. Today we're going to be discussing a story that is still not solved to this day. We are going to be discussing Elizabeth Barraza, who was brutally murdered in 2019 in January. Elizabeth was born to Robert and Rosemary in Elk Grove, Illinois, back in 1989. She was a huge Harry Potter fan. She loved, the cosplay, Star Wars. She was into all of that. She was a huge, Chicago Cubs fan. Everyone that speaks about Liz says that she was this beautiful person who just loved to help people, and it's sad how she got taken away. Her parents did release a new news outlet back in past January of 2022, asking for this to be brought forward on, any platform as far as like podcasting, any media, because they want to find Liz's killer. So Liz went on to college, and this is where she would meet her future husband, Sergio. They both were into the whole Star Wars, cosplay thing. They would go to Comic-Con, and they would dress up. They were a part of the 501 Legion, I believe, and they just loved to give back to their community. And when I say that, Liz would go to, the hospital and visit children in her, these suits that she made, and when I say like originality and how real they looked, I mean, it looked like they came right off the Star Wars movie. She would go and visit these kids who were sick, to bring them, a little bit of sunshine to their life that day, to bring them some happiness. Everyone, that has spoken of Liz says that she was just this person with a big, beautiful heart, and she just was a giver. So Liz and Sergio were coming up on their 5th year anniversary, and they wanted to, go out big. They had planned to go to Florida. They wanted, of course, to come visit the, Orlando theme parks, Universal Studios. They wanted to see, the Harry Potter. They wanted to go big. And Liz was determined to, raise more money before they left, because she wanted to go all out. I mean, you're going to go on vacation. You want to be able to do things because it's a little expensive at those theme parks, I can say personally. So I could understand why she was doing it. So she had decided that she was going to do a garage sale the night before. And normally when she would do garage sales, she would plan them out and announce them. But this one was just like on a whim. Her husband and her did go the night before and placed, garage sale signs around the neighborhood to let people know that they would be having a garage sale that next morning. So the next morning, Liz and Sergio get up, and Liz goes to Starbucks like she normally does every morning. She goes to Starbucks and she returns back home around 6:18 a.m. Between 6:18 a.m. and 6:48, her and Sergio are taking things out of the garage. They're setting up for this garage sale. Sergio does have to go to work, so he's, helping her get everything out, get everything situated. And then, he kisses her goodbye and leaves to work. Now, that night, earlier at 2 o'clock in the morning, a neighbor had caught on their camera a black, they're not too sure of the year. It could be anywhere between 2013 and 2014, but you do see this black truck, and neighbors say that they've never seen this truck in the neighborhood, but they pretty much were scouting the neighborhood. This truck also, after it was caught on that camera, went to a school that was nearby, and this to happen. Like, they were just waiting. Either they knew Sergio was going to go to work, they knew his schedule, or whatever the case may be, because it was said that Liz had called off of work. So whoever it was, they knew her schedule. So Sergio leaves, and 4 minutes later, and I'm gonna post the video. I want to stress to you that if you, it's very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very graphic, and it's not so. I shouldn't say graphic. It's actually more of what you hear. That is disturbing. So this truck, you can see on their ring camera, this truck comes down their street and parks, and this person jumps out, and the person looks like they're wearing like white long boots. It looks like it's a woman, and you can even hear Liz say good morning. It doesn't sound like she knows this person. When I saw the video, me personally, I think it's a man dressed up like a woman, because you can hear very, very faintly on the Ring doorbell, you could hear Liz say good morning. But the person that's talking, if you listen like with your AirPods, or if you listen really closely, you'll be able to hear the person, and they sound like a male. And it's almost as if they knew that Ring camera was there, because they were speaking very low. So this happened so quickly. It was tops 30 seconds. They walk up to her in the driveway. You could tell she's startled that they, just walked up on her, because it's not even really daylight yet. It's still, the wee hours of the morning. And they walk up on her. She tells them good morning. And then you hear something, say, kill you. And at that point, this person shoots Liz 3 times in the chest, stops, and then shoots her 1 more time. At that point, they run back to the truck, and the truck, it's almost as if they wanted to make sure that she was down, because it turned around, and you see it on the Ring camera, pass by to look and see. Neighbors heard the 4 shots. You know, they immediately called the police. The police had came, the ambulance came, she was airlifted, she was taken to the hospital, and unfortunately, she did not make it. Her parents and, you know, her then husband want answers. They want to know who is behind this. And I'm here today because I want to bring awareness, you know, to this story, because I want to help, you know, with getting closure for her parents. And I think that it's important that, you know, people need to jog their memories in that time. To me, I'm thinking, you know, were there cameras in the school? Is there any way that they could have ran registration, everybody who was registered to that type of vehicle? But then, of course, if that person came from out of town, then you would have to run registration on, you know, 3 different states. They did say that they had a warrant out for someone in Miami, but that was over a year ago. We still haven't seen anything progress from that. But her father and the sheriff's office did make an announcement this past January. They were able to raise $50,000 for the reward to, you know, information that will lead up to catching Liz's killer. I just ask, you know, that if you were in that area or if you know something, to please reach out to Crime Stoppers. Her parents deserve that much. They deserve that closure. So I want to go back and remind, you know, everyone that Liz was a giver, and even after life, she was still giving. She was able to save the lives of 4 people and give sight to 1 individual. Just honorable. If you know anything again or hear anything, please call Crime Stoppers in Texas. I will post everything down below. Again, thank you for spending time with me today and listening to this story. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. If you have subscribed already, I truly appreciate you for doing so. I'm very new at this. I'm still learning, but, you know, as I go on, I'm really starting to get a little bit more comfortable and enjoying myself. If you have yet to subscribe, I ask that you do that and hit the notification bell, so you can get updates every time I have a story come out. So again, thank you. And last but not least, don't let anyone steal your joy.